The red pill is a story.
Do you believe in fate?
I love you.
I love you.
Because I don't like the idea that I'm not.
Not of this or this. It's a story of heartbreak.
We're going to begin this morning with that breaking news for our viewers in the West. Anthony Bourdain taking his life, found dead in his hotel room in France at 61 years old.
Yeah.
Well, what was really weird was like he had been saying really recently that he'd never been happier. He was talking about his girlfriend, saying that he'd never been happier, didn't know he could be that happy, didn't know someone could make him that happy.
Oh man, that was so terrible.
Well, who knows? I mean, they might have broken up, or who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? I don't know. I don't know.
Divorce rate is extremely high. More than half of marriages end in divorce.
Because they have more to lose. Women are more incentivized, financially incentivized to file for divorce. This is one of the reasons why 70% of divorces are initiated by women.
Loneliness.
50% of men aged 18 to 24 have never approached a woman in person in their life.
Hey, men are alone in this situation. Men are thinking about eating guns. They have no way out. Men are losing big time.
Rejection.
Swiping right means you're interested in this person. Swiping left is, I don't have any interest. When it comes down to men swipe right 53% of the time. That means they're interested. 47% of the time they say, nope, I'm not interested. However, for women, only swipe right 5% of the time. 95% of the time, you say, I am not interested, swipe left. A rejection.
And confusion.
If your wife just don't give a about you to go date a nigga who's 16 years younger than her and she got 4 kids with you, she just don't want Kanye. It's hard. Like, I be rocking with Ye, but Ye gotta have some self-reflection.
Men who played by the rules, did what was expected, but ultimately failed, despite trying their best. Listening to advice they've heard endless amounts of times from their friends, family, and society, that they should just be a nice guy and the right girl will come eventually. A happy wife is a happy life. They thought by being this honest, loyal, nice guy that everybody encouraged, they would get the unconditional love from the woman they oh so desired. But instead, what they got were sudden breakups with little to no explanation of why. Cheating girlfriends who show no remorse, devastating divorces when men lose the right to see their children, and brutal rejections when finally revealing the true feelings, and ultimately, years spent down the drain. With hundreds of questions. What did I do wrong? Why is she so cold to me? Why did she leave me? How do I get her back? Why did she cheat on me? The red pill. It's the proposed answer to all these questions. And in this video, we'll dive into this controversial topic that promises to unplug men by giving them the raw, unfiltered truth about intersexual dynamics, or evolutionary psychology. The red pill is a direct reference from the 1999 film, The Matrix, in which the main character Neo is given a choice between swallowing a red pill or a blue pill. Taking the red pill meant seeing the world in a different perspective, for what it truly was, both the good and the bad. Meanwhile, taking the blue pill meant staying plugged into the Matrix, a false reality, in a state of blissful ignorance. While many groups have tried to adopt this Matrix analogy to have it represent their beliefs and ideas, none have been as impactful as its original adoption in the early 2000s, 2002 to be exact, where pickup artists gathered on internet forums to, quote, learn the secrets of meeting, dating, attracting, and seducing women. Now, the red pill rabbit hole is quite deep, and it's changed over the last 20 years, especially with the introduction of the black pill, and so many more nuances that I wouldn't be able to fit all in this video. So we'll mainly cover female nature, as this was the main reason the red pill community was created. Think of this as your final warning, as you're about to enter the red pill rabbit hole. This could possibly change your perception of reality permanently. You've been warned. And to understand female nature, it always begins with understanding hypergamy. It's the instinctual and biological desire of a woman to only mate with the best quality men she can get. This desire stems from hundreds and thousands of years of human evolution, psychology, biology, and only makes sense as this would filter out the weaker quality men and serve as a form of natural selection. Additionally, pregnancy is a big time and resource investment for a woman. Naturally, she would only want the best outcome she could get. In search for this ideal man, women have developed hypergamous tendencies for two main reasons. Good genes, the most attractive man she can get. Good provider, a man that's a good father and is not afraid to share his resources. However, for women, finding a man that shares both these qualities is extremely rare, as the men with good genes tend to get around and get lots of attention from women. They aren't incentivized to stay in a long-term monogamous relationship, while the good provider isn't as attractive. Therefore, to gain sexual access, he does it through sharing his resources, commitment, and kind personality. Hence, the infamous alpha male and beta male dynamic was born. Or, as the red pill community coins this, alpha and beta bucks. To fix these discrepancies and maximize reproductive success, women will utilize a dualistic mating strategy, seeking the alpha male for a short-term relationship while keeping the beta male as her long-term insurance policy.
You know, it's not just men. Not just men, and you'll see. Women do it too. Another question.
Steve, what can I do to prevent my wife from cheating?
Wow, you very rarely get that question, you know?
But it happens. I mean, people don't talk about it, but it does happen.
It happens a lot more than people discuss, because on my radio show, I get these letters all the time from women who have these great guys that are providers, do everything he's supposed to do, but yet and still, she wants something else. From women who have these great guys that are providers, do everything he's supposed to do, but yet and still, she wants something else.
Now, as you can see, this information can be quite controversial and unflattering to many. However, there are a multitude of studies that prove hypergamy and the dualistic mating strategy to be valid. For instance, several studies found during different phases of a woman's menstrual cycle, her mating preferences change. The closer she is to ovulation, meaning when she's most fertile, quote, fertile women prefer relatively more masculinized faces. Those faces are typically wider, bigger, and sharper, typical characteristics of more attractive men. Additionally, women also prefer deeper voices at this time, all indicative of men with good genes or high testosterone. These studies concluded if a woman's current partner lacks good genes, women are more likely to experience sexual attractions in line with a reproductive strategy of reduced attraction to her current partner and or heightened attraction to other men at high fertility. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg to hundreds of other studies that come to the same conclusion. The point is, the red pill isn't just a group of hurt men coming together to hate on women. Matter of fact, there's a lot of scientific grounding in what they say. It's essentially evolutionary psychology applied to modern dating. Unfortunately, for most men, due to the changing landscape, women are pursuing their education and moving up the socioeconomic ladder faster than ever. You know the cliche saying,
"I'm an independent woman and don't need no man."
One can say the once provider role isn't really needed anymore, and all that's left to desire is the alpha male. As you might expect, this information can be quite daunting, especially to those people who've just recently been rejected, dumped, or simply looking for answers. They were promised since they were children that all they have to do is be themselves and to be a nice guy. And the white picket fence and the Disney love story would be around the corner. But little did they know.
Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Cates versus G.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Ms. Cates, you opened your case today because a white lie you told resulted in the defendant denying your 2-year-old son, Messiah. You say you know the defendant is a good man, but he'll be a better father once the results are revealed. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. G, you say that the only reason the plaintiff is pinning the baby on you is because she knows you are a stand-up guy. However, in the case of Messiah's paternity, you will take a seat because you know you are not his father and you claim to know who is. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you are joined by your sister today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Oh, you well known where we from and girls be all over you. Come on.
Yeah, that's why you're
Jay.
trying to pin that baby on me because I'm popping with this music stuff.
All right.
Oh.
All right, Kevin.
I'm hood famous.
All right,
you
whatever.
feel me? Like everybody in my city know me. You know what I'm saying?
You say you hood famous.
Yeah, and she just want a piece of that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why you
Something
think
she
she's
ain't
trying to pin the baby on you.
Yeah.
Because you
Yes,
hood
yes, ma'am.
famous.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
She be in the club, turn. Like,
Your sister saw her with other men too?
Yes.
What did you see, Miss Burns?
And she'll be in the club with this guy, that guy, and it'd be too close for comfort. You're not finna be all in this guy every time I turn around, all in his face. It was more than just dancing and all the extra. It was more than that.
How you won't there, so hush.
you can't listen to nothing she talking about. I'm telling you.
No, we can't listen to nothing you're talking about.
She be lying. She's a compulsive liar.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Are you guys still together now? Are you two still dating, sleeping together now?
No, but I want, you know what I'm saying? I want a family and I want to deal with him. You know, I still have feelings for him.
So, Mr. G, if Messiah is your biological son, do you want to be in a relationship with Miss Cates? Do you want to continue trying to build a relationship?
I'm gonna keep it all the way real.
Please do.
If Messiah my son, then I want him to have his mother and his father there. So we're gonna have to do something. You know what I'm saying? Even if we gotta, you know what I'm saying, take little parenting classes or whatever, whatever's gonna take, you know what I'm saying, to make this thing work, you know what I'm saying? It's for my boy, I got to. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man at the end of the day.
Did you have your father in your life?
I didn't, and I don't want the same for him.
We're ready to get the results.
All right.
Jerome? When it comes to 2-year-old Messiah Cates, it has been determined by this court. Mr. G, you are not the father.
Told you so.
I'm sorry, Mr. G. I'm very sorry. I can see that hurt to hear.
The illusion is shattered. Everything they thought they knew about women being these perfect, kind, innocent creatures that can do no harm is destroyed. Which begs the question, why did she cheat on me? The truth is, you weren't the guy she truly wanted. You weren't her best option. It didn't matter that you guys were together for years, or that you had kids. But because you couldn't fulfill her hypergamous sexual desires, she found somebody else who could. And that is the bitter reality of the red pill, and why it's considered an uncomfortable, life-changing truth.
Since I've been with you, I never went out with no girl behind your back. I never chilled with nobody, bro. I never did nothing to you, bro. Yo, for you to be out with another nigga right now cheating on me, bro, that shit hurt. And I can't do this shit. I can't do this shit anymore. I'm so fucking weak. I'm too weak, bro. Yo, I gotta end my life, bro, because I can't do this shit.
But you know what they say, at the end of every tunnel, there is a light. Now that you've officially taken the red pill, you now have the option of going down one of two paths. Typically, when met with too many brutal truths all at once, many men don't know how to handle these emotions of anger, frustration, and bitterness. The red pill community coins this term as red pill rage. During these times, men overwhelmed with emotion start blaming the world, themselves, and even women for their problems, sometimes even getting violent. And this was how the red pill community got its stigma for being toxic, misogynistic, and filled with incels. However, this path isn't my favorite, as there's no clear solution, and instead you're stuck in a victim mentality. Luckily for you, in path 2, you can get the final laugh. SMV, short for sexual market value. A woman's SMV has two criterias. 1, her looks, and 2, her personality. While for a man, his SMV has much more criterias. His looks, his personality, also known as game, status, and his resources. I know, it can be very unfair, especially when women get flown across the world on first-class tickets and they can go on yacht parties for simply just being pretty. It can be quite discouraging. Like, why can't I go on yacht parties? Like, come on. Fortunately for you, by focusing on self-improvement, which is what this channel is all about, and leveling yourself up, you can ultimately win in the end. As a woman's SMV peaks around 26, as she gets older, her looks will start to fade, her eggs will dry up, and sooner or later, she'll realize she won't have the same negotiating power as she used to. Meanwhile, a man's SMV doesn't peak until he's in his mid-30s, as this is a reflection from the work he's put in from his younger years. They typically say, whoever laughs last, laughs best.